Okay, we are live, I believe. Do, 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 do. Go there. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Cool. Send out the notification on Facebook. Just do that. Did. Cool. Right. So, 76 has been updated. There are newbies about. People still in the vaults. I'm here with my regular character because I don't want to start a new one, though I might start a new one later on just to grind out main mission stuff, see just what's changed. I don't think a lot has, but I won't do that immediately. So yeah. Wayward Souls.
Whoa! Whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open?
Nope. Ask a question or say I've not been in for a while?
My partner and I need a way into that vault. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? A new bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around. You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure.
The what?
Well, yeah, there was this big broadcast, but shouldn't you know it was in there?
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
But those were the last of our caps. No, someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you?
Tell me about this treasure.
Happy to tell you what I know, which isn't much. Someone made a broadcast not too long back about there being some kind of treasure buried in Appalachia. We don't know what, we don't know where. With people as desperate as they are, it's meant everyone with a functioning radio has come back to try and see if they can get a piece of it.
Monsters or no?
Guy we met at the Wayward. Carter, I think was his name. He gave us a couple of leads to chase down, in exchange for all our money. Up to us now to make something of them.
Tell me about the area.
About Appalachia?
Other than it's a graveyard?
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
The Scorched.
They're merciless. They seem to have cleaned up whoever the bombs might have missed. Without people around, everything else has gone haywire.
Sounds about right. What's the world look like out there?
We both came over from Virginia. Well, what was Virginia? There's a lot more hot zones that way. And the few spots that are livable,
Makes sense.
well, they got picked clean fast. I mean, Appalachia's dangerous, really dangerous. But it's better than where we've been.
I'd best be off.
Watch yourself out there.
Okay, so
Got to
then
be a way in there.
mentioned the Wayward, which is down
Maybe-
the Innocence Game.
Wait, a vault dweller?
Hey there! Talk to Lacey. She got us into this.
Still kicking, huh?
Literally nothing else to say. Close to a level up already. I've just noticed that Twitch, everything looks a way lot redder than it is in the actual game. Which means that there's probably some pretty heavy compression or something going on there. Or it's the fact that I'm playing in 4K and it's displaying to Twitch in 1080p. But yeah, this game doesn't look terrible at the minute. They have also made a lot of, they've made lighting overhaul. They've done a lighting overhaul with Wastlanders. So we shouldn't have god rays just spurting out of the floor, which was a thing. Because someone said, let's give the lighting direction to Michael Bay. Big, flashy, bright lights everywhere. Totally fun. Worth it. Let me just it's also OBS. Well, Streamlabs. It's also redder in that as well. Might have to see if there's some colour correction that needs to go on. Visit the Wayward. Wonder if this. Oh yeah, this corn actually grows. Somewhere to farm corn. Overseas workbenches are labelled. That's pretty cool. Okay, interiors are individual or team, a bit like Vault 94 was. They're instanced, which means you have you can influence them yourself, and other people can't influence your instance, which is quite useful.
Lady, I will paint the walls with you if you don't tell me where Crane's treasure is right now!
Sweetheart, I think you must be sick, because pointing a gun at me in my own bar is a terminal affliction. Look around. You think I'm having my people piece this place together out of mobile homes because I'm thrifty? Do I look like I know where this treasure is?
Shut up! You got 10 seconds to tell me where Crane is! 10,
Don't do
9,
this, son.
8,
Fine.
7,
Suit yourself.
6,
Mort.
5,
Busy doll?
4, 3, 2... What? Mort?
Now I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day. Huh. Well, not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Oh, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you.
What was that he was on about?
Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business.
You looking for help with this problem?
Now that you mention it, I could use an extra pair of hands. See? That boy you put down. He's not the first of his crew to roll in here, but I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house, but my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say?
I'd like to hear the plan first.
Only seems fair. The details, then. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs?
Blow him up.
Well, aren't you a smart cookie? And I think I know just how to do it. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they?
Yes.
That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort. Of course you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? It is a lot to ask.
Buddy.
Fine. I could do 75. But that's as high as I'll go. That means you're up to the task?
Let's get it done.
Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The Wayward gets left alone.
visit with Officer Whitehead.
Maud?
Jerry, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Not a social call, Maud. They're coming.
You want to be more specific? They who?
BADTFL.
The Bureau of Alcohol, Drugs, and No Fun is paying Welch a visit? Says who?
Says me, Duchess. You need to skip town, ASAP.
You're a crooked cop, Gerald. Associating with known smugglers of firearms and illicit substances. How can you be trusted?
Why are you making this so hard? I'm trying to keep you out of jail.
Gerald, please. This hurts to watch. Can we just be honest with each other? Hey, I'll start.
What are you...
My friends, plural, at the Bureau, say you've been making some big claims about this Appalachian drug kingpin you're about to bring in. The one you're trying to get rid of so your new friends from Charleston can take her territory. But wouldn't you know, all that extra yammering got them looking into your finances, and your house, and your car. And they didn't like what they found. So yes, Gerald, they're coming. But no one's coming looking for me.
Damn, Duchess is cold. Hey, boy.
Glad to hear Vault-Tec actually took care of some of their people. You hear these rumors, right, about them just throwing folks to the wolves. Here's some rations and a fancy suit. Good luck. Well,
You'd
don't
be
you
lucky
worry
if you
that
get the
smooth
suit.
little face of yours. You are in good company now. Because around here, we look after one another. Now, what can I do for you?
Tell me about using camp. I know how to, but what's your take on it?
Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm gonna help you, I want something in return.
And what would that be?
All right, listen, I got this plan. You're gonna help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now,
True.
I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all sorts of places you folks with your rad-sucking skin can't. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now, this sets all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey you Volters got. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think.
Sure, doesn't sound difficult.
You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken them out for a test drive. Now, there anything else you wanted to chat about?
What's your job here?
Don't have one. I'm an independent operator. When these folks need a hand or got an errand that involves running into radiation, they come to me. Rads? They don't bother me anymore. In exchange, Duchess lets me drink and doesn't bother me too much about my tab. Really, about the best sort of setup a guy in my situation could ever ask for. Well, at least until the tapes take off.
Okay, and what happened to you? You look like you've been through an oven.
Allergies. Learned the hard way I can't stand within 10 feet of a strawberry. Come on, man, that's a joke. Truth is, I was outside on Doomsday. Now you see, I drove security, and I was coming back from a pickup in the truck when I feel this rumble, and then quiet. Then a whole lot less quiet. And the truck was hit with this wind, and it was like someone dropped a hurricane on it. I can hear it battering the truck. Bang, 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 like it's got a grudge against it. And then I unlocked the door and into the back, and then bang, I wake up, man, and it's crazy. Somehow, in the back of the truck, alive and kicking. All it cost me was my skin and any opportunity for someone liking me for anything other than my lovely personality. And that was the day I became, well, they call us schools. Not the most flattering name, but still, beats being vaporized.
True, I think.
I mean, it's got its advantages. Main one is that radiation rolls off me like water off a duck's ass. Can stride through a blast zone like it's a spring breeze. Also, means I can survive in situations that would turn a normal person into a TV dinner. The major downside? Well, shit, you're looking at it, right? Head to toe disfiguration. There's also, well, you might have seen them. Not all ghouls are sane. Not sure how it happens, why some ghouls lose their minds and others don't. But ever since I turned, there's always this nagging feeling, just at the back of my mind, that I will have to feast on humans! Raw! Seriously? Nothing? Shit, I thought it was funny. Overall, though, being a ghoul, mixed bag. Can't say I'd recommend it as a lifestyle choice.
So
Some other time then.
we need to place your own camp. Well, my camp has been placed. Go to my camp.
Evaluating naughtiness levels. Evaluation complete. Naughtiness levels exceed all projections. What has this world become?
Quest category.
Subroutine. Silent night. Failed to launch. Likely flaw.
Broadcast
Total
issue.
collapse of society.
Detonation into population
oh.
terminal. Target
Stop shooting my stuff. Load the holotape to a radio tower and activate the connection. So we do that one. That's what we'll do. This game is just gorgeous sometimes. I wish the view distance was a bit further, because you can just see the bridge over there. It looks so good. But I wonder what Bethesda's next big plan is for 76. Now that Wastlanders is out. I also can't wait until we get weather mods. True storms or vivid weathers, something like that would be amazing for this game.
Message uploaded. Initiating broadcast pulse. Attention, all consumers. New business established. Please seek out Crane Treasure Hunting Incorporated to exchange goods and services. Initiate tagline. Follow the sign to fortune.
Follow the sign to fortune. That's not a bad tag.
Based on current number of registered naughty children, this unit is suffering from a severe coal shortage.
Look, a treasure hunt.
Whoa. You're not Crane. The hell's going on here?
You know Crane? Know anything about the treasure he found?
Crane found the treasure? Holy shit. Where is he?
Dunno. Last place he was seen was just down the hill from 76.
The Wayward, huh? Might be I pay the place a visit. Appreciate the tip, not Crane. Good luck out here.
You could cause me problems, because I will shoot you.
Gathering presents, loading, cheer, unpacking, holly, jolly, subroutine, complete, oh, oh, oh.
Here's someone asking for a man named Crane.
I've got to get over to... not here. Good luck with those guys.
Go give them the good news.
Error. Report this unit attempted to decorate local
Ukraine?
fauna with a
Quite the
Rudolph
setup you
nose.
got here.
Failure
So, rumor is you've got information our boss wants.
cannot
You tell me where this treasure is, and he's willing to leave you alone. Scout's honor.
I don't believe you. No, you tell me where your hideout is, or I'll turn you inside out. I bet your name is Davy. Davy, you said you were going to help me kill this one, right? How about we trade? I'll tell you where the treasure is if you tell me where your gang is camped. I'll share, but I want to join your crew. Know where I do apply and attack. Nah, I'd rather wear your
This
scalp
unit
as a
has
hat.
been programmed with the wishing all
Ooh.
who cross its path a
Ooh,
happy
nice.
holiday.
Your name is
Initiating
Davy.
happy
Let's go with that one.
holiday.
Excuse me?
How does this jerk know your name? You're working together.
Ha!
What? No! Can't you see they're full of...
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That was goddamn funny. That was funny. Bring me Crane. Crane, last spotted the Wayward, sex, male, build, middle. dangerous. Allegedly not, but be careful. First person to get him to give up the location of this treasure gets a share
Everyone
of
appears to have
tape.
died.
West Virginia
This
lumber code.
is terrible. Error.
119.
Tier levels dropping
Red.
to catastrophic
AUI
levels.
friendly.
Rebooting. Complete. Oh.
Right, let's scrap all this junk down. Then head back to the Wayward.
Are not satisfied with your gift. This unit is not authorized to make exchanges. Please contact your closest local customer service help workshop for further inquiries. This unit is specialized in deploying the following morale initiatives. Cheer, joy.
I've done something to my wrist. That's not good. And down to the Wayward for nothing. 5 caps is like nothing in cost. It's awesome. Enter the Wayward. Hey there, Duchess.
Well, you don't look too worse for wear. You managed to figure out where those miscreants are hiding?
I had a thought. What if I wanted to work for them instead of you?
Well, honey, I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that line of thinking. But if we run along it, maybe those things don't need to be mutually exclusive. I just want those boys to stop threatening us. Now, if one of their own convinced them we weren't a threat, I'd be real indebted to that person. Might be I remember some things that could make their lives a bit more comfortable. But let's say we cross that bridge when we get to it. Now, did you find where these possible new friends of yours are hiding?
Yes. As it turns out.
Fantastic. So that's where their boss will be. You just need to...
Wait, West Virginia lumber? Wait, that is not right. You misheard them for sure.
And that's of concern. Why, exactly?
Was wandering up that way not too far back. The lumber company? That place was overrun with a bunch of those big green bastards. Mutants. You've seen those Frankensteins. If this gang was able to clean those things out of the mill, Duchess, these guys might be tougher than advertised.
You got any recommendations on how you'd proceed?
Well, I wouldn't go in guns blazing, unless you got some big guns. Could try and luck your way inside, maybe see if they want to talk to you. But there was this family I ran into up that way that I'm sure has had to deal with them already. There was also this, let's say, special scrapper who was making some pretty bold claims about his knowledge of the mill. Wouldn't be a bad idea to check in with either of them.
Good idea. Tell me about this family.
You'll find them at Anchor Farm, if these thugs haven't already run them off. But if they are still there, well, they probably managed to work something out with them. Hey, it couldn't hurt to find out what it was.
Okay. What about this scrapper?
Found him living in the stalls at Tyler County Fairground. Guy kept claiming he knew the best way to run the mutants out of the mill. But, listen, I couldn't get him to spill how. Probably have a better chance he'll share what he learned with someone who still has an entire face.
Think I got what I need?
Well, that's a good thing, because that's all I've got. If you haven't already explored up that way, the fastest route back would be via Vault 76 and trekking north from there. And take care of yourself, all right? You're doing us a big one here.
Okie dokie. Fast travel to 76, then down to Anchor, then from Anchor to Tyler, then from Tyler to the lumber mill. Down to Anchor Farm for 3 caps. Yay. Okay. So this is one of the locations that was first shown off in, I think, the first Wastlanders trailer. So yeah, this is going to be quite a nice place. Daniel.
Plenty of unclaimed space up the road. Maybe you should give it a visit.
You guys new to the area?
Just like everyone else. Except we like our privacy.
You trying to get rid of me?
Trying to let you know you're trespassing. Free to leave whenever you like.
Are you here for the treasure?
Treasure? Nothing but trouble. We'd hope to start new lives here. Private ones. So much for that.
No such thing as private.
West Virginia no. Don't know anything about them. Now, I'd like you to leave.
You sure? Because you started sweating when I mentioned them. I know you know something. We're all friends here. Just tell me what you know, and I'll get out of your hair. Sounds like you know something. I'd love to beat it out of you. Unless you want to talk. Or are you sure you don't know anything? Let's go with perception.
Alright. We worked out a deal. Supplies for protection. What do you want to know about it?
How many people are in this gang?
Plenty. 12 minimum. They don't let us in the main building, so I can't say how many were camped out in there.
Okay. Any idea where they came from?
Bunch of cons from back east. They're not crazy, though. Not like the Blood Eagles or the Scorch, say. You can reason with them.
Okay.
They don't know how to farm or hunt. We do. So we worked out a deal. You have something you can offer them, you probably can too.
Tell me about this deal you worked out.
Once a month. Food, ammo, scrap. Murray and me take it up to the mill ourselves. Gave us a password to get in. Blue Danube.
No other questions now.
Then by all means, beat it. Unless there's something else. Bye.
Bye. The inside of that house was very dark.
Don't know you, don't want you here.
Okay, don't need to be rude about it. Now this is a nice little structure I like. Head on down to Tyler County Fairgrounds. Now we just gotta find this random scrapper dude. Fluids. Leibowitz.
Hey, get the hell out of... Oh, you're not one of those creeps. Well, you here to rob me? Well, joke's on you. Don't got nothing.
I'm sure you'll find something. Hand over what you've got. I heard you were bragging about being able to run everyone out of West Virginia lumber. How? Why are you hiding out in a place like this? Anything you can tell me about the area? What's your story? What's your story?
Me? Come here. I'm a science experiment. Broke out of a government lab, trying to decide whether to use my powers for good or evil. Figured I'd have a drink while I thought.
Tell me about the area.
Folks have been doing some building at that track across the way. You could try your hand at it. Oh, I'd steer clear of the West Virginia lumber up the road. There were a bunch of ogres or whatever up there, but it sounds like someone might have given them the boot. Not sure it's an improvement. At least you could smell the ogres coming.
Why are you hiding up here?
Looking for peace and quiet. Presumed those creeps down there would keep everyone else away. Guess I was wrong.
I heard you've been bragging about West Virginia lumber.
Ah, you talked to the well-done guy, huh? Well, yeah, I got a little trick up my sleeve. Could kill them all, if I wanted. But I'm not just giving it away. You gotta get me something.
What do you want?
Island nearby's got a big nest in it. Bring me an egg? I'll give you what I got.
What is this egg?
Something nasty enough that I don't want to do it? Up to you, though.
What are you going to give me?
government-issued astral transporter. Snagged it on my way out of the lab. Takes your physical form and drops it right into the astral plane. Makes you nearly invisible. Makes it a whole lot
Stealth
easier
boy.
to take folks out of this world at the same time.
If you've got something that will make you invisible, why don't you grab this thing yourself?
Makes you invisible, not agile. I can't run so good since I escaped from the government. But I bet you can. Oh, I suppose there's some logic to that. Well, here you go.
Okay, so he
Mind
wants
the
an egg
locals out
from the
there?
island. Oh god, it's the Deathclaw Island. So, if you were just out of the vault, and you were doing this as your starting quest, this might be a bit bloody difficult. Deathclaws are no joke when you are low level, because they usually spawn in at level 20 as a minimum level.
I hit the jackpot. 2 square inches of intact aluminum foil.
I've already found a bug. Time to get my picture taken with a Deathclaw. Goodbye, Mr. Cuddlesworth. And yes, that's totally a reference.
You find me my egg? Now you understand where I didn't want to go. So you get me my egg or not?
Yes.
Well, hello. That is a beauty. When you're hatched, you're gonna call me Papa. Here, those are my end of the bargain. Make the most of them.
Okay. Now let's go deal with the gang.
Oh, I'm sore all over.
Oh,
building this place up is hard work. Didn't you hear? People are saying there's gold everywhere.
hey, the military attire.
I'm gonna strike it big, baby!
Okay. If you say so. There it is, the lumber mill. West Virginia Lumber Co. How? How is that physically possible?
Someone where they ain't supposed to be.
What?
What? Hell here?
Are you hostile?
This what folks from Appalachia fight like? No wonder they all died.
Why did they just start shooting? Like I'm not. I didn't open fire. I don't know. Maybe they just don't like the look of my face. I'd like to just talk to him if I can.
Whoa, whoa. You checked in yet?
No one's allowed in without the bosses say so. Here's the intercom.
What?
Here to talk to the boss.
Oh yeah? What's the password?
Blue Danube. The password, which I know, is definitely Blue Danube. Button up Squatch. Wait, you said the password was a safe word.
Nice try. Now, either give me the password or take a hike.
Blue Danube.
Come on in.
Don't do anything stupid, okay?
You're asking a lot there, mate.
The boss is inside, so feel free to get out of my face.
I'd avoid the river. Unless you like swimming in mutant guts.
Ew. I like the fact that it just seems the NPCs will just use the musical instruments in the world.
Bother someone else.
No one's heard from Batter.
Suspect he finally managed to get himself killed. Batter was a long shot anyway. Always figured it'd take someone coloring with a full box of crayons to find us our prize.
Jackie.
You're bothering me.
Okay. What's the smell? Note is for reminder, either something died or someone was buried down here when they were digging this area out. Get Jackie to bring down a dog and sniff out. Can't stand the stench too much longer. About to hurl. Oh. The wayward interrogation.
Say it again so the mic can hear you. The name.
Crane.
And where is this Crane?
I saw him. We were at this bar. The Wayward, just north of Flatwoods.
And what does he know?
He said he was on the trail of this vault.
The people kind or the richest kind?
The kind that holds stuff.
The kind that holds stuff. I'll consider the topic clarified. You think it's the treasure?
I don't know. He didn't say.
Well, seems like that'd be worth finding out, wouldn't it?
Yes?
Are you afraid of me?
Oh God, yes.
Don't be. We're not monsters here. We're pragmatists. You can get off the floor.
Are you... You're not going to kill me?
Not unless you give me a reason. Do you have a place to go?
No.
Do you want one?
What would you need me to do?
Go upstairs. Have a meal and a drink. Share what you know. Maybe it'll jog some memories. From there, we can talk.
And if I wanted to leave?
We're all free men and women here. A little family. we take care of our own. Rest of the world, be damned.
Okay, so they're not terrible, terrible people, but they're not exactly what you'd call great.
You the one with the password? Presume someone gave it to you because they thought you could be useful. Name's Roper. Now, explain to me why the hell you're taking up my air.
I want you to leave the Wayward alone. I want to join your crew. Who are you guys?
Just a little band of friends, working together for the common good. Our common good. We call ourselves the Free Radicals, because that's what we are. Free. Now, you have any other time wasters you wanted to throw at me?
I want you to leave the Wayward alone.
Is that so? And why exactly would I do that?
Because if you don't, I'll rip you all limb from limb. Because I'm Crane, and I know where the treasure is, because you'll be dead. That's not great.
Now what?
I want to join your crew.
And I want a diamond-studded vertibird. So I guess that means we're both left wanting something. Explain to me why you should get yours.
I'm strong. I make circus strongmen look like a kindergartner. Agility 4. I'm like a living shadow. I can sneak anywhere. Napoleon, Genghis Khan, George Washington, morons. You are looking at a tactical genius. Because I want to kill everyone at the Wayward just like you, because I can get you Crane's treasure, because the most dangerous man in Appalachia, and I'm willing to prove it. Oh, never mind. Now I want a diamond-studded vertibird. Ha!
Don't make the mistake of thinking... Is that so?
What did he say if I say this? Because
Sure you are.
Yeah.
But if you know where your treasure is, well, then I'm all ears.
Friendship. I don't know where it is.
Barrel of laughs, aren't you? Now, you gonna tell me where this thing is, or are you just wasting my time? Don't appreciate it. You got something for me? And well, you certainly sound confident about it. So, put it to use for me. That big brain knows about Crane's treasure, right? Find it for me, I'll give you a cut.
What can you tell me about the treasure?
Rumor I heard is, it's survivalist Shangri-La. Whole storehouse filled with food, ammo, guns, medicine. Don't have to worry where your next meal's coming from, or if your hair is gonna start falling out from drinking from the wrong well. Make whoever found it a real presence in the neighborhood. No skin off my back. Think about it. But somewhere else. Presume you're not here just for the... That's the spirit. Now get. We'll be keeping an eye on you. Make sure you keep up your end of the bargain.
I can always kill him later and just keep all the treasure for myself. I mean, they're all level 1, basically. Nothing a short dispatch of ammunition won't solve.
You're back. You managed to get those punks out of our hair yet? Oh, is that all? I guess I should have specified how I would have liked this to be resolved. I suppose it's on both our heads to find this treasure, then.
But you did good. Shows maybe you could be trusted. Maybe.
But there's still the issue of my missing muscle. They went out chasing some unsavory characters. Never came back.
They're two of the tougher cookies I've met in my...
Check the main menu real quick. I wasn't paying attention to when it last saved, so I might be able to get away with just with it changing slightly. See the moon tank.
Exhalation of air through nostrils. Exhalation of air through nostrils.
Duchess is damn lucky you showed up when you did. Hope she comped you a drink or two.
Okay, let's just go take them out. Let's see if that changes it. Work out a deal, then kill them all. Like a true dick.
Going through.
Well, for pragmatists, they're not very reasonable. Leave the gang a message.
Hey! We got a runner!
carry you out of here on a stretcher!
Leave them a message. Leave the wayward alone. Subtle. Now I've got the objective to talk to Duchess again. I think we'll go back to Anchor Farm, just to let them know that I've taken out the gang's leadership. That'll go one of two ways, I think. Either A, they'll be happy, or B, they'll be pissed off because they'll be like, they were offering us protection! Ninja. Took out my targets and their immediate bodyguards. Didn't get caught during my escape. I done good.
Heard you killed Roper. Here, you deserve it. But that's all you're getting. Now, unless you've got something urgent.
Oh! Wow. I was not expecting that.
Just like everyone else. Treasure. Trying to let... Bye.
Okay. So he does give you a reward. That's actually quite interesting. Didn't know that. I mean, that's the thing with gangs, is they don't... is if they don't know how to produce food, how are they going to look after themselves? Well, they have to get it somewhere. And they steal it in most circumstances. I don't have a problem with someone bartering protection for services and goods.
You're back.
A service for goods.
You managed to get those punks out of our hair yet?
I gave them the message. They're not going to be bothering you anymore.
Well, that's good to hear. Though, judging by that look in your eye, I have exactly 0 follow-up questions on the method of your negotiations.
But you did good. Shows maybe you could be trusted. Maybe.
But there's still the issue of my missing muscle. They went out chasing some unsavory characters. Never came back. They're 2 of the tougher cookies I've met in my day. So them being gone this long means something happened. You track them down? Maybe I remember a thing or two about this Crane fella.
Okay. What are you paying?
100 caps with your name on them sound about right?
Yep. What can you tell me about the folks that gone missing?
Well, missing person number 1's named Polly. Got a transmitter in her. You could track her with your little radio there. Missing person number 2 goes by Saul. Those two are closer than toes and bad stilettos. So if you find one, the other's likely close by. Find them for me, and I'll pay you for the privilege of getting to yell at them in person.
Any idea where they went?
Not the foggiest, but that's where the transmitter comes in. Tune to her station and it should get you going in the right direction.
Polly got a transmitter.
Yeah, little something I slipped under her exterior plating in case she got carried off. I did mention she's a combat bot, right?
No, you didn't.
A friendly one. I got her reprogrammed when I bought her, so she's not gonna hurt you. Unless they bashed up her combat inhibitor. Well, then, all bets are off. I made the same offer to Saul regarding the tracker under his exterior, but he declined. Go figure.
What can you tell me about what they were after?
They're called the Scorched. They're an unpleasant bunch, in character and appearance. They've got raw skin, with crystals sticking out of them. And they're still real handy when it comes to firearms and bludgeons, so you'll want to be careful around them. That's for damn sure.
I'll find out what happened to you people.
Appreciate it. Polly's tracking frequency is 99.7. The once proud home of Appalachia's smooth jazz. I figured someone should get some use out of it. Find out what happened to him. If I need to find new people, I'd like to at least ensure I tried to do right by the old ones.
Okay, completed Hunter for hire. Strength in numbers.
Coordinates 1814-2274-648. Repeat active. Coordinates 1814.
Duchess is damn lucky you showed up when you did. Hope she comped you a drink or two.
Repeat active.
Up past Slogan Joe's.
Coordinates 1814.
Over the hills and far away.
2274-648. Repeat active. Coordinates 1814-2274-648. Repeat active.
Oh, got a lot of dead scorch. Been a hell of a fight. Gully Mine production log. Gully Mine collection period 18th of the 4th, 77 to 18th of the 10th, 77. Iron 0.65 tons, coal 0.01 tons, uranium 0.006 tons. For Emin notion. Boss, this hull is miserable. Usable ores slipped below the break-even point. We're dried up. Maybe it's time to reach out to the Hornwrights. See if some of their machines can kickstart things. Okay, so these are from Gully Mine. Into the mine we go. Damn, they killed an awful lot on their way through.
Here! Don't shoot! I'm people.
I think you mean you're a person, not I'm people.
Hey. Tell me you got a stim pack. I'm hurting here. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Good to know there's still some heart out there. So, you the cavalry then? Duchess send you to save our tails?
Something like that, yeah. No, I'm Santa Claus. You've been a very naughty boy. She did. If your soul, then yes.
Much as I appreciate it, I'm not the one who needs helping right now. See, these, scorched things have been harrying the bar. Me and my bot sis Polly got the bright idea to track down their nest and clear them out. But a couple of them got the drop on us before Polly chased them off deeper into the mine. I heard some fighting, but then nothing. I think she's hurt. Look, you've got to find Polly. I can't be the reason she... Look, just find her. Please.
Polly's your butt, sister? What I mean?
It's... Look, when you get Polly back, I'll walk you through every little detail of how I became best friends with the machine. But first, I need you to save her. You think you can do that for me?
Sure. What do you mean you're not gonna help me?
Go in there? No, not like this. And the Wayward's been left alone for too long. I know you can do it. You just have to find Polly.
Oh god, are you gonna... going to turn into a scorch? Close your eyes, I'll make it quick. Don't worry, I'll find your friend.
Thank you. Once you've got her, just bring her back to the Wayward. I'll be there. And tell her I'm sorry I couldn't be the one to save her.
Bye, Saul. No, I do not think so.
Hey! Someone there? I could use a lift. You are a sight for sore eye. So, those things didn't get you, huh? You happen to see a young man on your way through? Early 20s, rough around the edges, carrying about a bullet's worth of extra lead in him?
Yeah, he's hobbling.
He's alive? Thank God. That's good to hear. So, what do you say you and I help each other out? You get me back to the Wayward, and I'll help you bake to a crisp anything that bothers us on our way out the door.
Okay.
Never met an Assaultron before, huh? Probably for the best. That flashy red pearl in the middle of my face doesn't just complement my scintillating personality. It also happens to fire a multi-gigawatt laser. You pick me up, and give my neck servos a twirl, I'll kick off a blast that would make Oppenheimer quote scripture. So, we blowing this gin joint? One too many of those crystalline creeps. I'll give them this. They may be hideous, stupid, ugly, bad-smelling, poorly dressed, tactically backwards, and overly forward with a lady, but they are fearless. Enough of them rushed me at once that it severed my neck bracing. And so the curtain rises on my current predicament. Now, are you gonna help me out?
Sure.
That's the ticket. Now, let's... You hear that? Sounds like those things have regrouped. How about we make them regret it? Come on, darling. Let's make sure these things never bother the Wayward again.
quite as annoying as an enemy regenerating his health right in front of you.
Point the way.
Or just not taking the good
And
damage.
here I thought we were having fun.
Okay. Well, we've wiped them out now.
Oh, thank God. I was getting claustrophobic in there.
The Assaultron head is not a good weapon. I don't know why it's so crap, considering that Assaultrons absolutely destroy players.
Ammo finally corroded. Wet cave really did a number on it. I'm not going to be much help now.
Back at long last. But where's our girl?
Did you find Polly?
All right, half the gang reunited. Just have to find our gal, and we'll be all set.
Oh, God. Polly?
Whoa. You're not looking so great, darling.
Duchess, I'm not feeling great.
Friend, why don't you sit her down? Jug should do the trick.
This is real snug.
That's not gonna do it all.
Oh, Polly. This is all my fault.
Solomon, no. Don't you dare. This is not... Duchess? Tell me you emptied this out.
Did I? You know, I'm 80%.
Duchess?
It's all right. I can fix this. There's a robotics shop over in Summersville that... Oh. Whoa.
Solomon, you're going nowhere. Look, I'm sorry to even ask, but is there any chance you might be able to help us out here? I can make it worth your while. Find Polly this new body. I'll tell you everything I know about Crane and his treasure.
Okay.
Please say yes.
Where did he say it was? Somersville.
Honey, it's complicated. But I promise, I will walk you through every gory detail if you do this for us.
Where can I find a new body?
Solomon, you had a spot in mind?
Yeah. There's this old robotics dealer over in Summersville. Duncan and Duncan. The owners boarded it up, but it's possible to get back there if you know where to push.
Oh, don't you worry there. Saul, you still got one of those trackers?
Uh-huh.
You tag the body with Saul's tracker here, I'll have my people collect it. Once it's safe.
Sure. Sounds easy
You
enough.
are a lifesaver. Here, the tracker. Just plant that on Polly's new frame, and we'll handle it from there.
And here, you'll need this to get into the place. Just leave it unlocked so we can come and get the body later. And make sure it's pristine. No damage, no reprogramming. Factory defaults only. I don't want anything going wrong in the transfer.
And at the risk of sounding like a broken record, thank you. We'll all owe you big after this.
Let's head over to Somerville. Let's head to Duncan and Duncan. So, what, father and son or brothers? Some form of family, I guess. Blood eagles.
goes there. Fucking hate everything.
Duncan and Duncan Robotics. D&D. Skinner.
Oh. Well now, what do we have here? Are you another ghost? I cannot bring you the peace you require, Spirit. Leave me be. You have no idea. Well, what can I do for you, Spirit? I'm Skinner, by the by, at your service.
Military box.
Assaultrons are military-grade hardware, Spirit. As such, all of our machines have already been spoken for. Outstanding deal with the United States military, just waiting for pickup. You understand.
Oh, US General. The Assaultrons are for the military, eh? General Douglas at your service. I'm here to collect said Assaultron, strength 4. You're going to give me that body or else? How dare you? I am a ghost of Duncan himself. You will give me this robot. Come on, you're a businessman, I'm a businessman. How much do you want? Any other pristine frames you've got for sale?
I'm sorry, but I simply cannot. The price of such a machine, even before its noted uptick in demand, was in millions of dollars.
Oof. People use caps.
Bottle caps? Actual trash? Then it's likely safe to presume the amount you'd need to offer is in the mid-10 figures.
Oof. Any other frames?
Not for purchase, no. The mint condition Protectron and handy bodies we have on the premises have been spoken for. And our resupplier is already desperately late with our latest shipment. I do hope you understand.
Where from? Okay. Caps are much more valuable, easily 10,000 to 1, but I'll cut you a deal. I'll give you one whole cap for the body. Let's go with US General.
Oh, I wish you'd said so sooner. Deepest apologies, General. Here you are. The frame's upstairs.
Awesome.
I would ask you to keep your hands off the merchandise.
So obviously they had a contract with the military here. which is a bit weird, because surely the military would just buy direct from Robco. But maybe not. Turret control. Read between the lines, James. I changed the code to the Assaultron showroom, James. 8, you have to make your sale some other way. 8, I've already given you the code. 8, you don't need me. 8, but you've shown trespassing around with those goons. 8, you never have. 8, read between the lines. James, I have. I checked the code. See Assaultron showcase, James. I'm going to assume that the password was just nothing but 8s. I don't know what gave me that idea. Maybe the fact that you used nothing but 8s. Also, mirror image much? Well, no, it's not a mirrored image. Because a mirrored image, things would be on the opposite sides. Ooh. Apologies, Mr. Duncan. Mr. Duncan, I've given a strong dressing down to the men involved in the altercation. I'm terribly sorry about the attempting to serve you the summons meant for your twin, and duly hope you can understand the mix-up. Unfortunately, the other Mr. Duncan continues to elude us. Are you sure he's not residing at a different address? Can you at least confirm I have this correct? Oh. It also seems he's been avoiding your neutral place of business since the lockout occurred. Though the men I've had stationed in the neighbourhood are having some trouble differentiating you two, as well you've seen. Is there any chance you might be willing to don a small item by which they can differentiate you two? A lapel pin or a rose in your jacket pocket. We at Gramley and Ulster appreciate your patience in this matter. It is our sincere hope to have your brother found and access restored to your showroom in no time. Sincerely, William R. Gramsci, Esquire. Oh, just didn't play.
Oh, you've truly done it this time, Jonathan. This numeric obsession of yours will be our ruin. You've reminded me multiple times it's the only house in the city with that number. but leveraging our only... You what? Oh, don't be a... Fine. Skinner!
Yes, Mr. Duncan.
My brother refuses to continue our discussion without his evening tea, because he is a petulant child. Do fetch him some so we can be done with this.
Mr. Duncan, I hardly mean to be rude, but where exactly would you like me to bring this tea?
To my brother, you imbecile!
Your brother? At the cemetery?
What on earth are you talking about? Go downstairs, make his tea, and bring it to the desk directly in front of you where he is seated!
Sir, there's no one there.
Well, you don't see him?
No, sir.
Well, that simply won't do. Skinner, fetch my toolkit. You're clearly malfunctioning.
Very well, sir.
Oh, poor Skinner. Poor Duncan as well. So his brother died, and then he clearly had some form of mental breakdown. Dear, oh dear.
The Duncan line is an ancient and proud one. Why, there's been a Duncan in this great nation ever since the 1980s. But I'm sure you already knew that.
Since the 1980s. Like, that's meant to be a long time. If you'd said the 1880s, then yes, that would have been a long time. But the 1980s is not long.
Excuse me. Entrance into the showroom is for customers only.
There ain't nothing good out here. Nothing, nowhere. It's all shit. Goosebumps. Something's near. Look like them!
the Wayward. Back to the Wayward Inn for the Wayward Souls.
Hey, you got one. Signal's coming through loud and clear.
You know, I don't throw the word hero around a lot. Come over here and let's discuss, huh? Now, I presume you found something that'll work for someone with my natural charm and gravitas?
Yes. Your body is a jug of moonshine. You'll take what I got you.
Now that's what I like to hear. Seriously, thank you for sticking your neck out for me.
It's true. You've worked real hard putting things right for us. None of us are going to forget what you've done. But that really just leaves one last topic for us to discuss. Doesn't it? Crane, you ready to listen?
Yep.
I'm just warning you, I can't guarantee you're going to be happy with what I'm about to say.
Tell me.
All right then. Follow me. So, I've known where Crane is. I know where his treasure is, but, well, there's a problem. Honey? You awake? Oh. You want to give him a little nudge?
Boy! 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 Boy is key! Boy is key!
That's all he says anymore. Boy is key.
Jesus, Duchess. That thing's been up here the whole time?
That thing is Crane, Solomon. And what exactly would you have liked me to do with him?
Put it out of its misery. Those things are killers, Duchess. Paulie and I have the scars to prove it.
I don't recall yielding the floor to debate here. You agree with me, don't you?
Not really.
Well, look. I may not have all the information here, but... all I've heard is... well... no. Once the infection's this far gone.
Then so is the person inside.
I know. You're right. I couldn't. Please. Just make it quick.
Of course. Unless... you want to take care of it? Okay.
You two mind if we just... take a moment?
Of course not, Duchess.
Thank you. Now, Crane had a map and an access card he kept on him. You want to grab those, doll?
Gonna need that code. 071990.
According to that map, the treasure is in some kind of special cache tucked away inside Gawley Mine, sealed away behind a keycard locked door.
Golly mine. That's where Polly and I tracked the Scorched.
Son of a... Did Crane lure those damn things here when he found the cache?
Suppose we don't need to feel so bad anymore.
Solomon, too damn soon.
Sorry.
Too damn
Now,
soon.
this cache. I tried to check it out myself, but I didn't get real far. You're already intimately acquainted with Gawley, so I suspect you've got the best shot at actually laying hands on whatever's in there. So, here are my terms. I will let you keep said map and access card. No strings attached. As payment for everything you've done for us. But I need your word you'll come back. And buy a drink every now and then.
Still gonna make pay?
You bet your ass I am. I have big plans to bilk our new resident treasure hunter for every cap he's got. Now, there anything else you want to discuss before heading out? No idea, sweetheart. He was only ever here alone. If he did have kids, well, they're long gone. I'll be fine. This is just the world we got now. A lesson I keep seeming to forget. Lucky for me, I just happen to have access to a variety of mind-altering substances. So, I'll bounce back. But thank you for asking.
Damn.
Maybe I have great vision. Maybe he wore shirts with too many buttons undone. Maybe you don't need an answer to that question. You got what you needed. What say you let a lady maintain her air of mystery? Good luck.
I hope this treasure's worth it.
Back from the hunt, huh? Good luck.
Yeah, back to the mine then. Go find this treasure.
Unregistered access detected. Foreign countermeasures. Error. Hit-Boy registration required. Please report to main office.
Okay. A repository as smart as you. The insert final name. Any dolt can build a vault. You want a repository as smart as you. Robco's partnered technology grants you access to your personal insert final name at a whim. Let your Robco Pip-Boy 2000 be your key. Access anytime. Order yours today. Interesting. Let's have a look at this terminal. George House is shutting down the auto cache project. Please wipe this before they seal the place. I hope you're happy. Tour guide walkthrough. They're moving up the first tour. I know you said it'd take 6 months. We've got 2 weeks. Here are my notes for the tour. I left more in the cache for priority fixes. Clean them all up before the guests arrive. Get it done. 10 steps to sales. 1. Prior to customer arrival, register your Pip-Boy with this terminal using selection on the previous screen. Do this first. It's the only way to shut off the security. Legal will skin us if we turn in more injury forms. And then that's more injury forms. Okay. 2. Approach the customer with a friendly but firm handshake. 3. Lead the customer to the entrance and run through the included Robco automated cache introduction script. 4. Position yourself inside the scan ring in front of the cache entrance. Present registered Pip-Boy towards the partnered Robco Easy Access Eye. Just have them stand still inside the ring. It's not rocket science. 6. Proceed inside the cache. 7. Run through the included auto cache tour script. 8. Proceed to Robco Mega Dispenser. 9. Give customer a dispenser token and request they deposit it in the slot of their choice. We've only got 1 token left left it on the podium in the showroom. Do not lose it. 10. Escort the customer out with their very own keepsake while reciting the Robco cache customizability script. House will take any reason to shutter us. What's the resources for something personal? This tour needs to sparkle, George. Left something sparkle under the desk. Don't mess us up. Something sparkly under the desk. Don't mess us up. Register Pip-Boy.
Pip-Boy detected. Registration complete. Countermeasures disabled.
I meant that.
Pip-Boy at access point.
Funny.
Valid Pip-Boy detected. Access granted. Welcome, prospective Robco customer.
Waste handling. Just, that's not a great way of doing that. Robco, at your service, okay, robots. Economic security, just piles of money. Refreshments on demand, cream, vodka, juice, beer, wine. Okay. Reliable HVAC. Something tells me that wasn't true. Fresh food. Add food here. Test flyer. George, we're working with preserved stuffs here, so it needs to be stacked meticulously. Think window display at grey and golds. Food's cheap. Get as much as we can afford and build from there. Add crates here. George, fill this area with the fanciest crates we can afford. Something that looks like a Hornwright store would. Hornwright store would their jewels in. Oh, Hornwright would store their jewels in. Yeah, that store and wood are the wrong way around. Should scream, I have enough money, I need to hide it from my employees. Personal security. George, weapons section. Nothing too fancy here. Protectus garage. Data storage. Like your investments, safe, then secure the future with an insert file name system. Built to order each, whatever it is the perfect balance of security, convenience, and fragility. Access any time of day or night without meddlesome and high maintenance human guards. Order yours today. It's literally the same thing. Okay. Mega dispenser test token. Okay, energy weapons, shotgun, rifle, pistol, unarmed, melee, one-handed melee. So they don't do big guns. Let's get a rifle then. Anti-armor, ignores 50% of armor. What is he on? That's critical shots do 50% more damage. Okay, that's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst I've seen. Order yours today. Like what you see, then order your fully customizable insert name today. All sales inquiries can be placed with sales specialists. Insert sales post. Financing is available. Make the future yours with Robco. wonder if there's a way to get more of those claim tokens. Go back and speak to Duchess. We shall do just that. Then I will finish up for now, because it's about time for me to go and eat dinner. And then I'll be back later on this evening. Because I think this is the end of all the quests around the Wayward. So yeah. Should be good. Yeah. I don't know why it decided to pile up all the corpses at the door. Very weird. Oh, who would buy lemonade for $50? It'd have to be some pretty fancy fucking lemonade.
So, you flush with caps now? I'm sure Duchess will be happy to take them off your hands.
Okay. She got some lights on. Nice. Crane's body has been removed. This place looks good now. Well, looks better.
The intrepid explorer returns. Extra layer of dust makes me think you might have actually succeeded. Time to spill. What'd you find?
Place was largely empty, but at least got a pretty decent weapon out of the deal. It was a decade-old weapon and a bunch of garbage. I feel like you owe me. Like, the place was picked clean. Someone else must have gotten there first. They opened up the gate to another world. What year is this? Yeah.
Well, glad you got something useful out of the equation. You deserve it. And more, honestly. In fact, what I will do is foot you a discount. You'll never pay full price here while I'm still above the ground. Really, it's about the least I could do at this point. Honestly, Thank you. We're on our feet now because of you. You take care of yourself out there, honey. One wayward soul to another.
Carry on with the soul. She gave me some script then. How much script do I have? Ooh, I'm almost at the limit. Ooh, I've got the bow plan. Right. Bow. Let's go build a bow and have a look at it.
The things we saw on the way here, enough to make you wish Bessie still had her guns.
Come on down for a hot meal. A refreshing drink, or...
Considered a machine gun. So level 50 it does 90 damage, fire rate 100. What modifications? No sights, iron sights. Standard arrows. I'll get on modding that later. Let's have a look at this bow. Ah, that's a bit weird. So, yeah, that is weird. Let's find something to shoot at real quick with it.
Ah, I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work.
Don't really see the bow being a particularly useful weapon if its damage is capped at 90. It's not a particularly great damage amount. Okay, that's not terrible. Ah, you don't always get the arrows back. Okay. Right, well, I think that's where we're going to finish up for now. I'm going to go eat and then we'll be back later. So have a good evening, good afternoon or good morning wherever you are in the world, and I will see you later. Bye. Bye.